In 56 days, I'll be competing in my last bodybuilding show ever, my last bodybuilding show as a natural bodybuilder. Contest prep, as it's well known as, can be very challenging. Trust me, I've not only done 20 bodybuilding shows, I've helped other clients compete on the bodybuilding stage. It is one of the hardest things that you can do. We're not talking beach body ready, we're talking single digit shredded ready. To make that even more challenging, a week before competing my last bodybuilding show, I'll be running a marathon. If a prospective client asks me to do the same thing for them, I will 100% say no. I cannot do that because it's just so difficult to do. So why am I doing it? So I am doing this because in the last 15 plus years, I've competed in 20 plus bodybuilding shows. I've won over 15 plus bodybuilding shows, including world title. It was challenging at the time, but at the age of 41 and being a dad of 2, it is just not that challenging anymore. If you've done something over and over again and you can predict the outcome, it doesn't really become a challenge. It almost becomes a routine. I'm not doing things because I know what the outcome is going to be. I'm doing things now because I want to be surprised. I want the element of, yes, I've done something knowing full well I'm well prepared, and coming into that thing and having a total different experience. And I'm also a huge believer that even though things that challenge you or things that have high probability of failure, it is not going to change you, and it's rarely a transformative experience. But in the last couple of years, I've transitioned to the high risk space. I've ran multiple 100-mile races, I've run marathons, ultra marathons, and those are some of the biggest challenges I've ever done in my life. Guess what happened at the end of those challenges? Transform me. It gives me this level of belief that I am capable of so much more. But I want to close a chapter on a part of my life, a part of my fitness that I've been chasing for the last 20 plus years, and that is bodybuilding. Because bodybuilding has been so easy for me, that's why I'm tacking on marathon prep on top of that. Speaking of marathon prep, it hasn't been going well as I would love to. Since my last 20-mile race, the Chris Mountain 100, where I DNF'd the mile 80, I've not been able to run consistently. And one of the reasons why I DNF is because I've been dealing with the perennial tendinopathy, which is a tendinitis on the outside part of your foot. But in the last week, I've been able to string up consistent days of easy runs. Yesterday, I did 5-mile speed workout, and today is gonna be my long run, which I typically do on Saturdays, and that's where I'm here in one of my favorite places for a spark. A couple of weeks ago, TYR was kind enough to send me the new shoe that just came out. This is the Maverick V1. Now they went on an easy 5-mile run yesterday, and these are extremely light, weighing in at 7.7 ounces. Weighing in at 7.7 ounces, the unboxing was such a cool experience. It came with a scale for you to actually weigh the shoe on, and yes, it is 7.07 ounces. Typically when you come with a lighter pair of shoes, you always think like, yeah, that might be sacrificing on maybe some of the plush, some foam. The foam is really, really good. So it feels like you're not wearing anything, but at the same time you have a great support, nice base, nice white toe box also too. So we're going to test this out on a longer run than 5 miles, and I'm going to give you a review at the end.
But real quick, how pretty is this? In case you've never been to St. Louis, if you are in St. Louis and looking for a place to run, highly recommend for a spark. So I just had to come home real quick because I had to finish that run and go watch my daughter play soccer for the first time this season. So real quick, I was able to accomplish the goal that I set out for myself today, which is to get a 10-mile run in, the first long run that I've had in a while. And I was able to finish that finish a 10-mile run in 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 2 seconds at a pace of 8:36 pace. And one thing I want to share with you also is this goal that I have set for myself. I've been told by many other people, like, yes, this is dumb, this is stupid. I get it. Like I said, I myself, I think this is dumb and this is stupid. But something that I've done over the years is I challenge myself. I put myself in uncomfortable situations because I'm not really invested in the outcome, so to speak. Of course, I want to do well, but I'm invested in what challenges me, the results. The harder the challenge, the higher the level of difficulty, the usual transformative experience that I get from that. And I'm looking for something to transform me this year, to propel me into the things that I want to accomplish in 2026. One of the things I want to accomplish in 2026 is do a lot of 100-mile races that I've not done this year. And not just do 100-mile races, I want to thrive. I want to be in a position to finish with a strong mindset, not barely making it or chasing cutoffs the whole time. So putting this chapter of bodybuilding behind me, and obviously going full time and full send into ultra marathon space, I need to close this chapter. Not just only close the chapter, but close it on a higher note. And also, like always, this series is not for me alone. I want to show you that you don't have to be an endurance athlete alone, or you don't have to be just a strength athlete alone. You can actually do both, and you can excel at it. Although very difficult, but you can do it. So let me go through a full breakdown of what my weekly program or weekly workouts look like. Put on the screen exactly what my full workout looks like. So I have it written out here so I can remember exactly what it looked like, so I can tell you what it is. So right now I'm running 5 days consecutively. Again, I've been doing this last week or so. I'm running 5 days consecutively, and I'm strength training 5 days also too. So my strength training day, my day typically starts on Sunday. The day I'm recording this video, it's a Saturday. But my day one starts on a Sunday, which is typically a rest day for my long run. I'll put the whole thing on the screen for you guys to see, so you can maybe you want to copy it if you want to take a screenshot. But I'll put a link in the description also too if you want to do exactly the same training that I'm doing, but you can always modify that to fit your needs. So Sunday is historically it's just a strength training day for me, upper body focus. Monday, the first thing is going to be an easy run. Everything ranges between 3 to 5 miles per day, and that's and on Monday is a leg session. Typically recovered from I'm typically recovered from the previous day. Day 2, which is a Monday, that's going to be a leg session because my leg is already recovered from the long run on Saturday. And in the morning, that's why I typically get my 3 to 5 mile easy run in on Mondays. Tuesday is going to be upper body pull session. My training session is typically during my lunch break or on Tuesday, but in the morning I'm typically going for another easy run or could be a speed workout on Tuesday. Come Wednesday is going to be a hamstring focus, which is going to give me a day of rest between my first leg session, which is on Monday, and then that morning is typically an easy run, or I might take that day off completely. Thursday is typically an upper body workout, a shoulder workout, mainly an arm workout, and my sprinkle upper body training could be could be biceps or triceps, or sprinkle some chest in, and that's going to be an easy run for me. Friday is another easy run. This is the strength training. I'm not really doing any strength training specific. It's a recovery day from running where I'm doing mobility stretches so I can get ready for my long run on Saturday. But that is a full breakdown of what my strength training week looks like. You might be looking at this workout and might be like, wow, that is aggressive. There is no way I can recover from that. And I get it. To you, it might be aggressive to you, but to me, with 16 to 20 years of a training experience, it's something I've adapted to over years. So that's why I said, if you do download this particular workout, it's something you don't have to do verbatim. You can definitely downsize the training plan to fit your needs. You can do 5 days that I'm training, or you can break that down to just an upper body, lower body session twice a week. Whatever that workout looks like that fit into your schedule. Let's focus less on what my goal is, and let's talk about you. Maybe you are trying to embark on trying to decide, you want to do hybrid training because it's getting a lot of popularity. How can you navigate that or adopt that? One of the first big mistakes that most people make when it comes to hybrid training is they're trying to do too much too fast too soon. Meaning you want to be the best bodybuilder, at the same time you want to be the fastest runner. That's one of the biggest mistakes most people make, because you are burning the candles on both ends. What you need to decide or have a conversation with yourself is, which one do you really want to be good at? You want to be a really, really good runner, or you want to be a good strength, you want to be a good bodybuilder? Whatever that goal is that you think you can put a lot of attention and effort to, that's going to be your quote unquote your 100%, or where you're going to shift a lot of your energy on. Meaning, okay, yes, you're more inclined to skip a run because you think it's going to take away from your strength training. If strength training is your focus, and vice versa, you're more likely to skip out on a leg day if you think or believe running or maybe chasing a PR or marathon, a half marathon PR is your priority or is your goal. These are the strategies that I've done in the past when I'm in a marathon build or when I'm in a ultra marathon build. I'm more inclined to choose a rest day, not training legs, because I need to save my legs for a long run or trail run that I have programmed for me, because my goal is to get in my best shape to be able to accomplish an 100-mile race. So in my experience, you can do both. It just comes down to volume management depending on what your goal is. Not sure where you are right now. We are experiencing something they call false fall. False fall meaning it's been 70 something degrees the last couple of days, a couple of weeks actually. And today, for instance, it has been cooking. When I mean cooking, I mean it's only like 96 degrees right now. So I'm going inside to hang out with my kids for the enjoy the rest of the summer, and I actually don't mind it. I don't mind it because before you know it, it's going to be super cold, and you wish this warm weather is here. So I enjoyed that weather this morning. So I'm glad I got out got the house, got my run in this morning. That was a good run. It was still warm outside. I got a good sweat in, especially while I'm cutting too. Like getting that sweat kind of gives you that feedback, like, yes, I'm actually working out or doing something nice for myself. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Again, I'm excited for this challenge, and hopefully you are too. And I want to encourage you to maybe try hybrid training, because I think you're really, really gonna enjoy it, and it could be something that you can adapt in your training regimen. It's gonna give you that extra spark, especially even if you used to be in shape, you got out of shape, and you're a parent now, and you just don't have that time in the gym, like I mentioned. It could definitely be that change that change that you need, that's going to spark and get you back into the shape that you always want to be. And again, I get it, it's not for everyone. It's something I'm doing for myself. But if you want to tag along this journey, like I said, there will be a link in the description that you can follow along and train the exact same way I'm doing. And if you have any questions about the training program, of course, you can put that in the comment section and I'm going to answer that. This is Sam for SAMOKFIT, and as always, my t-shirt, the link is in the description if you want to snag one. Don't forget to empty your tank. Sam for SAMOKFIT, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.